The South Florida Times is speaking with Tony Robinson, a partner in Opa Locka Flightline. Mr. Robinson, tell us about your firm.
Opa Locka Flightline is a private jet terminal, or fixed base operation as it is known technically in the industry. We are based at the Opa Locka Airport, and we provide fueling services to private jet and general aviation customers that fly into and out of Opa Locka Airport. Our company was formed in June of 2004. We entered into a 3-year, or actually it's a 5-year lease with Miami-Dade County in April of 2005, April 1st of 2005. Under the tenets of that lease, we were to have been granted a 30-year permanent development lease here at the airport, whereby we would take over 15 acres of vacant land on the northeast quadrant of the airport, develop new hangars, terminal, and fuel farm facilities. Within that, we would have developed approximately 50,000 square feet of hangar space, and continued our operations in that space. In the interim, starting in April of 2005, the county allowed us to move into this building. This was a part of that initial lease. Under that agreement, we were forced to come in here and renovate this particular building, which is known as Building 121 here at the Opa Locka Airport. The building contained asbestos, the roof was in bad shape, none of the AC units worked, the carpeting was molded. I mean, you know, we had to gut the building and totally renovate it to the tune of about $500,000. Since then, we put in probably an extra $200,000. So we put in approximately $700,000 into this building. Mind you, this is only for a short. This is just a temporary facility for us, because, as our initial lease stated, the county was going to grant us the 30-year lease on that 15 acres of vacant land on the northeast quadrant on 37th Avenue and 151st Street. The county reneged on the lease, and we believe it was racially motivated, because after we actually commenced operation in November of 2006, we became quite successful out here, and we provided more competition to one of the long-standing tenants at the airport, Miami Executive Aviation, than the county had anticipated. We have, in the short period of time, we've become a multi-million-dollar business, and it's not to the liking of many folks at both the county level and in many aviation circles, unfortunately, here in South Florida. We had tried to negotiate with the county for the last, since April of 2006, when we were supposed to have the new 30-year lease signed by the county. The county played around for the last 4 years, and finally, after we had signed off on a lease agreement, the county, which both we and the county agreed to, the county came back once again and told us that there was problems with the lease after we had signed off on it. It was at that point in which we got the services, retained the services of Mr. Attorney Willie Gary and his firm. That's when the county realized that we were very serious about our operations. And, you know, it's really strange that they saw that we had become quite successful here. They knew that we had planned to move on and turn this, vacate this temporary facility and move into our permanent facility, but the county still didn't take us seriously, and it was as though they thought we were some sort of an experiment, and because we were black businessmen, for some reason or another, we'd go away. Well, we kind of began to understand that the fraud had actually been committed by the county by granting this lease, and with the promise of the long-term lease, And that's when we got Mr. Gary, and then the county started backtracking, and they realized that they would have a problem. Now, another issue that is out there in the public that a lot of folks don't understand is that when the county realized that we were putting an extreme amount of pressure on them to grant us the lease, they entered into a master lease agreement, unbeknownst to us, with another company known as AA Acquisitions. AA Acquisitions is controlled by two principals. Leonard Abbas, who is the CEO of City National Bank here in Miami, and Michael Adler, who is the CEO of Flex Space and other real estate-related development businesses. The county not only granted AA Acquisitions this master lease for the airport, which gave them control of approximately 240 acres, but in doing so, they gave our 15-acre parcel to AA Acquisitions. And not only did they do that, but they also assigned our current leasehold, our temporary leasehold, to AA Acquisitions. Now you may say that sounds a little underhanded, but that's the way the county operates. They wanted AA Acquisitions to kick us off the field. So what you have is collusion between the county and AA Acquisitions. Unfortunately, it appears as though AA Acquisitions is going along with this, because when I flew back in from Alabama yesterday, we found that we had a 24-hour eviction notice on the door, which is because of AA Acquisitions' court proceedings against us. And this has nothing to do with rent. It's just the fact that they want this building. We've turned this building into a gym. Yeah.
And you were in court today.
Yes, we were.
And what was the outcome of that court hearing?
Yeah, Circuit Court Judge Gerald Bagley ruled that he granted us a stay of eviction, and also granted us the right not to have to post a $2 million bond nor pay double rent, which was AA Acquisitions' request. Those were their motions in the hearing this morning. So we have been granted the right to stay here in this building pending the appeal, and as it moves forward during the Circuit Court. I also want to state that Willie Gary and his firm are also preparing their suit against both the county and AA Acquisitions, which will include damages. And I know it's going to be substantial. I know you've heard that Willie has been throwing around the $1 billion figure, and I think it will go to that level. It's very unfortunate the county has decided to continue on this path of trying to belittle and destroy black businesses in this county. But we plan to be here.
Thank you, Tony Robinson. For the South Florida Times, I'm Elgin Jones.